In Wembanyama's third year, the Spurs are finally going to the finals. They beat OKC 111 to 103 in a game seven. A good game all around, very tight. But Spurs kind of they put their foot on the gas at the end and they kind of ran away with it. This Spurs team is going to be probably, I could say, maybe the best dynasty ever, maybe besides like the Warriors or the Bulls. But I mean, they could be up there. Everybody's young on their team. Wemby's only 23. Dylan Harper is a rookie. Castle's a 2-year player. Vassell's a 6-year player. And then you just got Fox. You got all the pieces you need. As long as nobody is money hungry and no one wants to leave for more money, this team is set for the future. And they draft extremely well. But let's get to that in a little bit. Let's talk about the game. I got like 2 to 3 big points of emphasis here. Number one, Chet Holmgren. I think we talked about this already. You make $250 million over 5 years after that contract extension starting, I think next year it is. And you go 1 for 2, 2 points in a game seven. And then you're basically unplayable in the fourth quarter. They actually played Jay Will over you. Unacceptable. That's like something that, like, I was never a big Chet guy because when he plays more dominant bigs, such as Wembanyama, he just tends to not play to his level. And we've seen it all series, maybe except Game 5, where I think he has 16 and 11. But it has been a big mark on the Thunder that Chet hasn't stepped up. J-Do's been hurt, so they need that second guy to step up, and no one has except that bench. The bench has been the big part about it, which has been a great thing for them. I mean, Jared McCain, he came out, he started a game or two, and he's been shooting lights out. Jalen Williams, he's been playing better than – he's probably been the best big on the team. Alex Caruso, 31 in game one, even though they lost, so it's just crazy. He was consistent all series. And then like Cason Wallace, he was consistent all series. Kenneth Williams came and gave minutes here and there. But I was really disappointed with like the starting group, like Chet, Lou Dort. He only played probably like 15, 19 minutes, I feel like, every game. He did not shoot well. I think they said it was like 4 for 22 some way without like including the misses this game. That's not good. You're supposed to be able to shoot the ball a little bit. Unacceptable. So they played Jared McCain, Caruso over you, who they definitely deserved it. Ihart, not much of a difference maker. He fouls a lot. So bigs were just like when you're playing the Spurs, your biggest thing is how you're going to guard Wemby. Their best player is 7'5". You need your bigs to be intact. And Chet is 7'1", 7'2", long wingspan. He's like supposedly like kind of like the best physical comparison for Wemby. And he doesn't even guard him. He's bitched out. It's crazy. But overall, I mean, great series. Shea struggled in the series because the Spurs, man, they got their scheme right and they played it well all series. They have their best defender. They have it could be Champagnie, it could be Vassell, Castle, Fox, Harper. I mean, they can take all these guys who can come and defend. It's like them and the Thunder are very similar. Like the Thunder have Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, McCain, Caruso, Shea. They can all defend. So Spurs are a great matchup for that. That's why the Thunder have been beating down on a lot of teams the last couple of years because they just have more depth, more experience than like teams, and they have a bunch of guys that can play their roles and fill in for the guys who aren't playing well. But Spurs kind of won up to this series. Like I said, their scheme was put that defender on him, force Shea, try to get him out the middle, force him to the baseline, and then you have your 7'5" alien come in and just wall up, and he does his job. So forced Shea into a lot of tough shots, a lot of difficult situations. And this game started off with a bunch of turnovers in the first quarter. Spurs got to a big run. I think it was 18-6. They just started up hype. Wemby dunking on Chet, Castle getting a couple of dunks, but I mean, getting to the Spurs side, getting around that second quarter, it was just how you keep this lead. They kept the lead most of the time till the end of the second, and then they got it back. And then from there, it was just they kept the lead. Very impressed with Dylan Harper. We all know he was going to be he's a star from the beginning. This draft class was amazing. Kube, Khan, Dylan Harper, VJ. If Dylan Harper was probably on any other team getting 30 minutes a night, being the main one with the ball instead of Fox and Castle, he'd probably be an all-star. But, I mean, him being able to play that role and be able to play 30 minutes still, I think we played 27 a night, so being able to play 30 minutes still getting the touches that you want and hitting the big time shots like he did in the fourth quarter. He was aggressive. He had that nice little step back mid range. Then he had the behind the back on Shea, pull up. I go up 12. That's like a huge shot. He was matching with Casey Wallace. Casey Wallace hit 2 big threes. Shout out to him. He had a 14-point fourth quarter. But, I mean, very impressed with Dylan Harper. And getting De'Aaron Fox back in Game 3 was crucial for the Spurs because the biggest thing for that Game 1 and 2, even though they won one and lost one, was Castle's turnovers. And getting Fox back was amazing. I mean, Castle's a young player. No discredit. It's very hard to handle that rock by yourself, but having Fox back, getting that third ball handler or maybe that primary ball handler was crucial. And Dylan Harper played well under the pressure too. He handled the ball well. He only got ripped a couple of times. I remember last game got ripped by Casey Wallace, but I mean, he definitely made up for it. He got a bunch of boards, scores the ball well, plays defense. I mean, not much you could say about it. And then, I mean, can't forget about 6 man of the year, Keldon Johnson. He had a big fourth quarter. Probably not playing as many minutes as he usually does in the regular season, but that's fine because, I mean, the starting lineup was on fire. But when he wasn't getting going in the first half, third quarter, but when that fourth quarter hit, he hit those 2 threes. He had that layup. He had to put back dunk. I mean, he did what he had to do. I think he had an 8-point fourth quarter, maybe 10. Ended off with 11. So, I mean, he did what he had to do. Those 2 big threes, like, that fourth quarter just had to Spurs so many moments. And then, like, big shout out to Luke Cornett. I mean, hustling down the floor and getting that block on iHeart, that was probably the momentum changer. That it was, like they said, it was a 4-point swing. So, huge play by Luke Cornett. And then also, I mean, you have the veteran leadership, which every locker room needs. I mean, they have Harrison Barnes, they have Bismack, they just have the guys. And then Carter Bryant, like I said, like this dynasty is here to come. They have another rookie who's playing quality minutes in a couple of these games. Not like this game because, I mean, it was a Game 7. You want to rely on your best guys. But in the series, he got big dunks. He hit the threes. He didn't shoot the ball extremely well this series, but in the biggest thing for him, he's a great defender. He came in. He played great defense on Shea. He's jumped a little bit, but that's fine. He's a rookie, and that's something that you could really improve upon. You'd love to see the potential. So I'm very proud of this Spurs team. I mean, even their best shooters didn't have a great shooting night. Vassell 4 for 11, 1 for 6 from 3. Not usually a Vassell game, but I mean, if you win off of that, I mean, that's great because Champagne stepped up 6 for 10 from 3. And he had an amazing series, hit all the open shots he could, got out hot last game and got out hot this game. Wembanyama didn't have a great first half, in my opinion, but really stepped it up in that fourth quarter. I mean, a tween cross set up on, I think it was Chet or iHeart. I don't know which one. Did a step back, J. Will, I don't know. It was nasty. I mean, they just played a great game. They really hustle. They do all the little things right, and they play together as a team. As you see, like after the game, they're really bought into this. All the emotion that they have, it was nice to see. Like Wemby crying, all of them very hyped. It was a great thing to see. And this is a young team, like I said. So, I mean, this would probably be a rivalry for the next decade. I mean, I could say, off of just like because of the picks and the youngins. Yeah, as long as nobody's money hungry on either team. This is a good game, good series. But obviously a big difference maker was the Thunder didn't have J-Dub. No, we didn't. I feel like we haven't been able to see J-Dub a lot this year. Like he was hurt the first like 27 games where they were 26-1, 25-2, something like that. And he came back and started losing. He wasn't really in his groove, and he's never been able to find his groove all year. Same thing happened in the Spurs series. Wasn't able to find his groove. Re-hurt that hamstring. Maybe I know you want to play, but maybe try to get like fully healthy first because that's a big piece. Like that's your second leading scorer, and you're also making $250 million. So like maybe use at least $250 million. I mean, they just had $500 million just going down the drain this year. Chet Holmgren didn't step up. J-Dub was hurt. Shea had a great game. I thought that second quarter was insane. He wasn't missing. Mid-range after mid-range. He hit the tough shots over Wemby. But then the fourth quarter just didn't really see much of them in the fourth quarter, I feel like. Airball to clutch 3 just wasn't there. I mean, shout out to Casey Wallace because without Casey Wallace, they would have not have been in that game at all. But great series. I had Spurs at 7, so I was right. Where's my money at? But Spurs going to play the Knicks in the finals. And it's gonna be a good series. Probably I'm gonna talk about that a lot more in the episode, either on Monday or Tuesday, right before the finals on Wednesday. But I'm gonna have Spurs in 6. I just don't know how they're gonna be able to stop. I gotta think about it first, see how they're gonna stop Wemby. I mean, they do have Mitchell Robinson, but I think he broke his finger or something like that, or hand, or I don't know what it was. But I don't think Cat's gonna be able to do the job. And then it'll be nice to see how they guard Brunson. I think the Knicks won the series 2-1 in the season. I blew them out one time, won in the championship or the NBA Cup championship. So it'd be a good series. My biggest thing is I think they'll probably guard guard Brunson how they did Shea. Force him to one side, probably the baseline, and then bring Wemby over. See how they go about it. Force Brunson to be a playmaker. That's how they did Shea, and I think Shea did a great job at it. But it'll be interesting to see. And then, I think they'll probably try to get Jalen Brunson out the game, and the Knicks are going to have to rely on other guys to score the ball. Hopefully Cat doesn't have, if the Knicks want to win, the Cat cannot have a fall off like Chet Holmgren. I know he won't, but he has to be able to step up. Mikal Bridges has to be able to shoot the ball. We had to see OG be how he was in that first series against Atlanta and how he was against Cleveland. He's got to be that 20-point per game scorer. They'll need a lot of help. Josh Hart's going to be a great piece. And then they got to be able to shoot the ball. The shots are going to be there. They got to be able to knock down the big ones. Deuce, Landry Shamet shot 91% from 3. Insane. But I got Spurs in 6. We'll talk about that more on Monday and Tuesday. Y'all let me know in the comments who y'all got winning. And I'm ready for this rivalry for the rest. I can't say those words, but for the rest of the decade probably and many more years to come. And then my Warriors will be in there too, obviously, after we get this draft, right? Feel me? But yeah, until next time, y'all let me know.